The Weathering Risk Peace Pillar translates climate security foresight and analysis into peace-building action where it is needed the most. Partners work across the globe to engage local actors and ensure projects are locally informed and context-specific.
Within the Weathering Risk Peace Pillar, in particular, we're working very closely with all the implementing partners in the consortium to generate evidence on what works and what doesn't work at the nexus of climate and conflict in particular. Our goal is that the evidence we generate actually is translated into action. So beyond an academic paper, we want policy recommendations that are actually actionable. So that's an important one, like sharing the results with local stakeholders is very important for us as well.
Local actors are really critical to any work being done in Somalia. Our entire approach is set up according to infrastructures for peace, basically local infrastructures for peace. So we work with networks of what we call insider peace builders, and these are 100 plus people across the states of Hirshabelle State and Galmudug State. And they have been working with us for many years. They are embedded in their communities. They have a platform to work for peace and for mediation. It's a very diverse group of people, from elders to youth activists to teachers, journalists, and they all work together, and we've been working with them in terms of capacity development for many years.
Our starting point is that we do conflict analysis and conflict mapping, and then in the pre-dialogue, we'll try to identify these key stakeholders. You go to them and talk to them. If they agree, then during the dialogue, you now bring them on the round table. You now discuss with them. So in this our approach, we engage local communities, local stakeholders, and this include traditional rulers, religious leaders, women and youth groups, communities that are in the diaspora, because they are a critical element to any peace process we are engaging. And then also the affected communities. The objective is to ensure equitable management of and sharing of available resources.
Usually when we set up a project, it's multifaceted. Every project that we do has also a capacity building aspect to it, which means that either we train the local population or to bring in external expertise to help them to adapt and to share some of the knowledge that these experts bring in, not only with the local community and the people affected, but ideally also train trainers, so they'll be able to pass on their knowledge as well.
I think one of the main things that I just wanted to share is that this kind of dialogue, there's been a bit of a disconnect between what's happening in Yemen and the international community. Some of the things we found out back home is that when we talk to them about global solutions, we talk, for instance, to farmers in certain areas in the country, and we're like, here is a best practice that's been used in Myanmar. And they come back to us and they say but there are ways that have been done in Yemen locally. These are locally led solutions that have worked for us for the past 3,000 years, and they work well. There's some resistance to adopting new technologies, adopting new approaches, but that's because they weren't part of the dialogue. Where we wanted to amplify Yemeni local voices in the civil society, and that goes to answer your question, is that we needed a bottom-up approach to amplify those voices, kind of address their own priorities from their own perspective.